And Nephilim.
Oh, what an interesting name.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It reminds me of my grandma. My grandmother's called Aquilia, and like all her friends have really weird names, but I can't talk. My family isn't any better. We are just the worst in naming. It's all from my mother's side, I have to say. Just they really like names that reflect some form of
Virtue.
You know,
virtue.
Virtue.
Yeah. Never mind. Like, my actual name is like Lanzalucin. It's like pretty, and it's like from the sea elf. Because my mom's just go on. It's fine.
That has an interesting name as well.
Yeah, but I call myself Lance because I'm very good at impaling people, apparently, with my Triton. Not with a lance, with a Triton. With this Triton. That's my Triton.
How fortunate that all worked out so well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this whole time I couldn't hear Julie because my region was for some reason on South Africa. And I changed it. I changed it to Europe, and now I can hear it properly.
Hey!
Hey!
I don't know why though. Like I could hear this like whistle, and I was like, "What's going on?"
That's bizarre, man.
Yeah, I know. It shouldn't have changed.
I'm amazed
that
it's
much.
working on Europe. I had to change it to US East just to be able to call you guys.
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't even know you could change the region. I just saw it up there, and I was like, "Wait, South Africa."
Oh yeah, that changes it for everybody.
What?
Yeah, that's the region of the call, dude. It's like when you change a server region.
Oh.
What the heck?
We can all change it.
Yeah, we can all change it.
Okay, well, it's working for me now.
Cool.
Hey.
So you just didn't hear like
No, that's this whole time. That's why I was like, "What's going on?" Because I didn't have a clue. I was.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Sorry.
Mr. Epic.
I thought you were just like
I
reacting
was
to
so
like, oh, that's
confused.
weird. But...
Yeah,
I was
same.
just really confused. I was like, "What the fuck?" I just play along. I just see what happens.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's no one's fault. It's just Discord being Discord.
Okay.
Shame, Discord.
So you guys sat there, and suddenly bursting in back through the door, this tiefling. You hear this dong as one of her horns just hits off the door frame because she didn't quite turn her head quick enough while she was rushing, and she's holding this stone tablet, and she has a little hammer and chisel, and she says, "Oh, Michelangelo, it would mean like the world to me, like seriously the world to me, if you could take this this little tablet that I have, and I brought a hammer and chisel. I assume you have your own, but if and whichever works. But just in case you didn't, I didn't want you to feel awkward because you didn't have that, and I assumed that you did. What with you being a sculptor? And anyway, here, would you sign it, please?"
Sure.
So she finally caught on,
huh? She wouldn't have realized. Still. Yeah, I'm going to sign it.
Well, he very specifically told me he was not Michelangelo, so I just went with it. I like to trust people.
Oh no, he didn't say he wasn't. You were like,
No, he straight up said
it's almost exactly.
No, he straight up said he didn't. I checked the VOD.
Well, I didn't. What's the VOD? You watched it on the extra plane of existence? What?
Yeah, I just scraped back a day, Can't you do that? Don't you have TiVo? They're still a little bit behind the times, they're still on TiVo.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't do the arcane shit, so...
I'm pretty sure scrying, quite often comes under divine, but sure, whatever you say. So, I really thought that, if you could just sign that for me real quick, that would be super awesome.
Can I have signed it already, while she was talking?
Yeah, sure, yeah, you could just
Quick little...
How fancy do you want to be?
Super fancy.
Super fancy. All right.
Yeah.
Let's let me have a quick look at your character sheet just to see what would be appropriate. No, because this is something that you should be good at. So
Mm.
you know, I think it's probably gonna be Dex plus something. Let's just see what you're. Oh my
It's gonna be
goodness,
that.
D&D Beyond is so slow today.
It's gonna be that.
Oh yeah, I mean it would just be your Mason's tools. So yeah, so
Sorry.
let's say Strength plus your proficiency bonus. So that's a +6 on whatever you roll.
All right. 10. 6.
16. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean it's fancy. It's fancy. There's scroll work around the sides, and the fact that you did that while she was just sat there looking at it was pretty. She was just set off to the side, and that you were able to get that done that quickly. Very impressive to her. She's just like, oh my god, you just like that. You really are the greatest sculptor in America.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, like this is so nice, and oh look, you put a little message. What does this say exactly?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
Fuck man, I don't know. Like that's the best autograph ever. Oh my god, that should be a punk band name. Maybe we make a stone punk band. We call it that in honor of this plaque. It could be centerpiece. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm gonna go find somewhere to put this. And she goes out into the main bar, like clearly gonna look for a pride place.
Nice.
That'll be one of my best signatures. Better remember that one.
Certainly a good response, that's for sure. Alright. So, what would you guys like to do? Isadora's there.
Sounds marvelous.
We're the dragon killers. Yeah.
We only do 10-minute sets. We're pretty
Yes,
bad.
sir. We're pretty cool though.
I might remind you, Lofty, just put you back in the mindset that Michelangelo was, although to be fair, he could have been distracted from that at this point, but like 30 minutes before this moment, Michelangelo was like, no, fuck this, we're not a band! So, I'm just letting you know because you probably would be.
Yeah, no, I was joking. We're not a band. No. More like a group of adventurers. We've all have.
We killed dragons. Yeah. It's been like yesterday, 4 days ago, like a week ago. Do you want a scale? Here, you can have one. You're welcome. Yeah, I killed that.
She did. She killed it. I was there.
Nice wingman job there, Michelangelo.
Yeah. Yo, I killed one of them.
Pretty sure actually I killed it right before I passed out.
Yeah,
multiple.
yeah. There were more than one. I killed one of them. Michelangelo killed the other one, and the little guy was unconscious the whole time.
Hey, I don't think that's
you-
true. I'm pretty sure.
Nephilim, like headshot.
Yeah, Nephilim headshotted one. Yeah.
It was all me.
Yeah, as Bjorn still thinks that it was him that killed the dragon. Remember?
Yeah. Ignore the little man. We killed the dragon. I just like
Don't you body shame me?
just push him like out of shot.
not difficult. Michelangelo just lowers his hand slightly, and Bjorn is entirely obscured.
Nice.
Yeah, Michelangelo, you're actually pretty impressed. Like, you see this little handbag. It's a handbag, right? Yeah, so this little handbag just gets opened up, and there's a little bit of a, like, you know, just like a tug at the sides just to make it, like, just get a corner in, and then it's just inside it.
Hmm.
The scale's about twice the width of the handbag. Like,
Right.
scales aren't small.
Definitely some magic at play there.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're like, where have I seen something like this recently?
Sure. Speaking of Jar, we should probably speak to him. We're in.
You're in a different city right now.
Yeah, we're in a different city.
Yeah, you're 9 days away by boat.
What are we doing, guys?
I want to see that boat.
The mechanical boat?
Breath, yeah. Brigitte's. No.
No.
Have you met the crew?
Interesting.
More than 2 days is boring. What? Excuse me. I mean, it's fine. It's not for everyone, I guess. It's okay. The ocean's not restricted. It's out there when you're on the boat. The land is very restricted because you cannot go anywhere. It's fine. It's not for everyone. It's cool. It's cool. I'm cool. Well, you're yeah, you only have a year. That's fine. So I guess I understand. Silent is just silently losing it.
So
I was imagining this conversation as just like picturing Lance sitting there planning the wedding, and then the wedding was on fire, and then she found a fire extinguisher, and there's a little corner of it that's no longer on fire. It's like, oh yeah, you only have a year. Like, I guess it's okay that you don't like boats. She doesn't like boats. So yeah, I was losing it for that reason.
Yeah,
were we gonna look at these museums or what?
Sure. Can we first go and see the boat?
When was the last time you saw the boat? Was that recent? Like within the last few hours?
So you would have seen the boat yesterday, or like probably this morning. Yeah, actually, probably this morning. Yeah, you would have walked over there.
Huh.
Ah, cool. Let's go. I'm standing up. I'm walking towards the door.
Right. Follow Lance. We should follow you.
Yes, please. I shout over my shoulder while I'm still walking. Was los, Baby?
Hmm? Yeah, you know the way. You've been there. It's not that far, to be honest. It's let's see. It's about 1.5 miles away. So yeah, easy enough to lead them there. Take you guys about 30-40 minutes to walk. You go through. You're in quite a dense residential area. You're in like a little what I would call like a little commercial pocket where there's like a couple of bars and like a couple of shops, and then you sort of go back into this high density housing. It's very tall buildings here. That's very densely packed. You've never seen so many people living in such close proximity in another city before. Like Midori is nowhere near this dense. Then you go through this sort of industrial area where there's like a lot of carts delivering goods and that kind of thing. The roads widen out quite a bit. There's a lot less. There's less alleys. But the alleys that are there are more like sort of small streets. Stuff that you can still like shove a couple of carts down to keep them out of the way, that kind of thing. And then you get through to the Portland area, which is Lance, you remember this? You have actually been to the main harbor before, having come in on good ships and that kind of thing. The harbor itself is huge. So to put this into perspective for you, it's from where you meet the harbor, which is about here. Let me just move you guys a lot. Oh, nope, that's the wrong screen. I can't move the thing on that screen because that's there we go. So you guys hit the harbor about here, and it's 4 miles across from there, or 3.6 miles to the opening into the harbor. It is big.
Damn.
So there's
That's
easily
a lot.
room for over 1,000 ships here, and just generally it's very easy to see why how this island city is able to sustain itself so easily. Lance, with your sailor's eye looking around, you can see the grey is the inner city walls. Those are the really high walls that you guys walked through before that were 10 feet. You had to walk for 10 feet to get through to the other side.
Yeah.
And those shelter it significantly, as well as the hill in the center of the island. So these high walls kind of continue that line of the hill, sheltering this harbor, making it a very, very safe space to have this many ships, including quite a number of warships in the far corner as well, for if the elves decide to deploy their land army from the sea. So, looking across, it's very difficult to pick an individual ship out of the crowd, but fortunately you've got somebody with you who has seen it recently, and you head to the more upmarket part of the harborage, which is the bit that's closest to the city, and you're just walking along the quay, and you can see these floating moorings that just crisscross all the way across this inland calm water. Looking at the water itself, you can barely see a ripple or a splash, other than those caused by moving boats. And eventually you come upon a ship that is it's a vessel unlike any you've seen before. It's very wide, much wider than the average, clearly designed for river travel. It has these 2 huge wheels, one on each side, that you can see that scoop the water, and it's got a large dragon figurehead on the front, which it's a bronze figurehead, and the mouth is open in a large roar.
Wow. Hmm.
Hmm.
I feel like this is more important for Netherlands, though.
This is what? Excuse me.
More important for Netherlands.
Yeah, Nephilim's there and is kind of looking at it, but doesn't look like he has the he needs context. Like, sure, he saw it. It's a boat.
Cool. Cool.
It's a boat that doesn't use magic or manpower.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I? Is there like a plank going up?
Yeah, sure.
Is
Yeah,
it-
there's a.
Is it guarded?
It's not guarded, no.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be anybody aboard.
Oh, I will try to board the ship.
All right, you walk up the gangplank, and the boat just explodes in this huge fireball. No, I'm kidding.
And you did.
But it could have gone either way. I could have been telling the truth. Could have gone either way. You don't know. Yeah, you walk up the gangplank and you sort of look around, and you can see there's this large center room, center structure that has 2 tiers. You're on exposed deck. There's steps that go below. Looks like this is a 3-layer kind of deal. Unless there's more layers below than it looks, but you're an expert you're an expert eye, Lance, and you're pretty sure this is a shallow draft vessel, so probably just the one deck below, and then this you think the bridge is probably going to be the highest deck. So there's some stairs going up, there's some doors going in, there's some stairs going down.
Hello? Anybody aboard this ship that could answer me some questions?
I'm not getting on the ship.
Oh, did you?
Bjorn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I probably would have just tagged along as well.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, so you guys are all on the ship.
Except for me.
You're all looking at stuff.
I'm not on the ship.
You're not on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so you.
I'm watching.
Okay.
He's standing
Always
guard.
watching. All right, so you.
Can I hear anything?
So?
Can I
You can't
hear
hear anything
anything?
right now. No. Make a perception check.
Mm.
See what you can spot.
19.
A 19. All right.
19.
So you're looking around. You're looking around the boat, and Michelangelo, you probably catch this as well. You're tall enough, even stood on the dock, to be seen on the deck. In fact, actually, it'd probably make it slightly easier for you to see this. You see a weasel just poke its head out of the stairwell, and then run back down. And then you hear some clanking and some clanging below, and you see this weasel is now on the shoulder of a man, a human. Looks quite short. Got I guess like in the real world, in our world, slightly Asian features. And Lance, you recognize this man, and he comes bounding up the stairs and runs straight at you and grabs hold of you.
Oh, I hug him.
And
hug
he
him
hugs
so
you back.
good.
You do notice as he runs across, he's wearing this black cloth across the whole top half of his head. So it's just like a band goes it covers his eyes and his forehead, goes all the way back. But he runs straight at you.
Huh. I haven't seen you in such a long time. It's been 8 years. Oh my god.
What's happened? That's for sure.
It's so good to see you. What happened?
Well, quite a lot. You got word that I was on this boat then.
Yeah, I did.
I'm glad. It was a risk to send that. Glad it's working out.
Why was it a risk to send it anyway?
A lot's happened, Lance. A lot's happened.
I can see that.
Who are
And
your
lots of-
friends?
I'm
Well-
gonna come on board now. Now I've seen this.
Can you even see them? You got a cloth over your eyes, Dad.
You notice the weasel's looking at each person. Well, I've got a seeing eye weasel now.
Oh,
It's quite handy.
what's his name?
Well, Turnip. I didn't choose it.
That's so cute. I pat his little head.
That's what he says his name is, and I believe him. So.
Oh, great. Hey, hey, Turnip.
I have to say, you look much bigger from these eyes.
I think I grew a little bit more from when I left, but yeah. I definitely got stronger, though.
Oh, I can see that. I mean, that's a mighty large trident you've got there.
Yeah. Pretty cool, eh?
Oh, it is. Yeah. Where'd you get hold of it?
Mom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that would make sense, yeah. How is she?
Yeah. No, good, I guess. I haven't seen her in some years now, too. I mean, I've visited, like, I think, like 6 years ago or something, but...
Yeah, well, you know.
You know how it is. It's always like such a journey to get there, and I'm just so exhausted.
Stay so long. Breathing.
Yeah, you need a boat because I can't stay the whole time underwater. You know?
Yeah, I understand. And it's not exactly like here. It's close to the coast, is it?
No.
Oh, well. Oh yeah. I mean, why don't you? Why don't you introduce me to your friends?
Well, that.
Oh, at least introduce your friends to me. In fact, actually, why doesn't everyone just come down the stairs here? And he turns around and almost falls down the stairs before the weasel sort of sticks his head out forwards and looks down so that he can see where he's putting his feet. And goes down the stairs. You guys follow?
Come on, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Big follow.
Down there?
It's pretty dark down there.
Like cast light on one of the how many pieces of jewelry I'm wearing.
That's fair. Yeah, there's a large selection to choose from. So you know, you have a little ring torch. You're just like, oh, this is just wonderful. Oh, look at it.
I like.
It's like I'm on a boat. This is fantastic.
You are on a boat.
Well, Lance, looking around you, this doesn't feel that much like a boat.
Doesn't feel much like a boat.
There were no sails, there was no mast, there's no space for oars, and there's this large metal contraption in the middle of the room that has a glass door behind which just a small flame is just tickling around some coal. It doesn't look like it's really blazing away. You okay there?
Whoops.
Yeah.
What just happened?
I nervous fiddling broke my thing.
Classic.
Yeah.
So you are now below the deck, and the small human senses his weasel. It bounds down his arm and leaps onto the floor and runs up to the top of the steps and is just looking out onto the deck and is looking back at you all fairly often. There's a couple of chairs littered around. There's a little table down there. It's got a couple of coffee mugs on it, and he sits down in one of the chairs, just feeling his way there. And says, well, Lance, I gotta say, it's been a long road to here since we last saw each other.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce your friends to me, and then I'll fill you in.
Okay. Is it safe to talk here for you?
Yeah, no, it should be fine.
You seemed a little, okay.
Well, Turnip's keeping an eye out in case anybody comes near.
Okay. The very quiet guy over there is Nephilim.
You look around and Nephilim doesn't appear to be there anymore.
He
Okay.
always does this. He's always just disappearing.
Stealthy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Well, the little one's Bjorn. The big one's Michelangelo, and the other one's Grace.
Also gone. Oh well. Oh, I thought you were meaning Rovan. Rovan also gone.
Rovan is not here.
Rovan apparently went with Nephilim or whatever. Like,
Maybe. Who knows?
Knows. Guess we'll find out when they get over their contraction of MPitis.
Do they?
they're smooching somewhere. I'm calling it now. Yeah.
Wait, does Rovan have like high amounts of stealth as well?
Yeah, he's pretty stealthy.
Okay.
It's
So
got
like
a
I wouldn't have
+5 dex.
noticed either of them leaving.
You might have done, but my question to you, Michelangelo, is how much did you care?
Not very much.
That's what I thought. So they slipped away, and I'd say you probably noticed very quickly that they were gone, but maybe didn't notice the exact moment they slipped away with all the other distractions that are going on.
Okay.
But you know vaguely where it was that they stopped being around, you know? If
Where
you
was
needed to
that?
chase them down. It was just about halfway. It was shortly after you guys saw the boat in the distance.
Okay.
And suddenly Nephilim was gone, and also Rovan was as well.
Okay.
So
Cool.
In a corner.
That's Grace, I think.
Isadora's fine, darling. Isadora's fine.
Isadora's?
Mother calls me Grace. It's not good things associated with that.
Isadora.
Have a shorter name than Isadora's, or like? Can you
I mean,
spell
my
it
friends
out
call
for
me Dora.
Oh, Dora, yeah. Dora the Explorer.
I mean, I do explore right now, so I feel like it's fitting. How did you come up with that? It's very catching.
Just popped into my head.
Maybe
I love
do
you.
something
Thank you
with
guys
that.
so much. But, yeah, she's new. So, guys, that's Eddie Lee. He's my dad.
Eddie-
Nope. My name's David Trankus.
Hey, Dave.
That's David Trankus. He's not my dad.
No, I'm your dad. Well, no, you're right. I'm not your dad. Nope, never seen you before.
I'm not your dad. This is
sounds
awkward now.
just like a story of my great aunt Bess. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Okay.
Alright, yes, I'm your father. My name's Eddie, but nobody calls me that now. I'm David Trankus. I'm
David Trankus. Eddie.
Oh, remotely in the direction of Aunt Bess's story. I'm kind of disappointed now. Okay.
That flipped on his
you
head.
see,
I thought you were completely wrong.
Why the hell do you need a cover name, Dad?
He's obviously
well,
a supervillain.
you see what happened?
That would be amazing.
I mean, thank you for the compliment, but I don't think I could set my sights so high. I'm currently learning what they call engineering.
Oh, yeah.
Engineering?
Engineering, yeah. They were teaching me how
So, like-
how to manage this contraption. We've done two
With
two
anger?
we've done 2 journeys now with it, and it's very very different, Lance. Honestly, I'd prefer to have sails.
It's weird, right? I feel very strange on this boat. It's like it's not even a ship anymore.
I know,
just-
it's like a room that floats. It's so bizarre.
Yeah,
It's like those
it's-
bloody sky pods in Imidori. But, you know,
yeah, those
on
are
the water.
shit too.
and not without...
Ah.
Have you ever been in one of those? I went in one time, and oh my god, I had such vertigo, I threw up all over the window.
Dad, you wouldn't believe it. I was in one and then I fell from it. Fuck me, I almost died.
We
Because
almost
these guys
died.
didn't come into my pod.
Hey,
I was
mind your
fine.
language. Come on, we got company. But
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
I'm fucking
I have an
kidding. Don't
older
be
and a younger
ridiculous. Imagine a
I have
sailor
no
not
excuse.
swearing. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Right. Well, I mean,
What?
you say you fell from one of these sky pods. Fell.
Yeah.
But you're still alive.
Yeah.
How? When was this?
Magic.
Well, I'm
Oh, it's
pretty...
been like 10 days. or something. 6, 7.
10 days, and you've not got broken legs or back or face or nothing.
Magic.
Trankers, your daughter is a proper adventurer. If she's been falling out of Skyport 10 days
she's
ago,
a sailor.
She's been fighting dragons not 2 days ago.
Dragons?
Yes. Right?
You've been fighting dragons, Lance.
Yeah, look at the scale. I just pull it out and hold it under his face.
Where was that?
Yeah.
No, where'd you pull that scale from? Lance, what's going on?
Yeah, Lance is probably one of the strongest members of our...
Yeah, alright. I want to hear from my daughter, thank you. Lance, you want to tell me what's happening? What's been going on? Hey?
One is in trouble.
So it's been 8 years.
Awkward.
Thanks for the commentary. I kind of almost died. I think I actually died 8 years ago, and then I somehow didn't, and I'm still alive. And I think Aquarian is talking to me. Fuck if I know. And then I was on this ship, and then pirates attacked the ship, and then I was on an island where I met most of these stupid people. And then we got off the island with the pirates that attacked our ship, and then we got here. And then here I heard about your ship that I knew that you were on, and then I heard that it got attacked by dragons, so we kind of got ourselves a deal of, we need to do some stuff, and to do the stuff we need to go and to look into the dragon's lair. And I thought, oh well, maybe I can find something, or either maybe help my dad a little bit. So we went there, and there were dragons, so we killed them, so they can't attack you anymore. You're welcome.
I just look at Bjorn and I'm like, I've never seen her so flustered.
So by the time
No! You haven't seen her around any girls.
She was more flustered than that in the bar.
Question. Can I make an insight check on the story of Lance's where she thinks she died?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
And dying seems pretty permanent.
Yeah.
I can do maths. 17.
She seems legit.
Alright.
Were you trying to convince why you were... Or were you just relaying?
I was just relaying information that I think is true.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Seems true.
Fine. I'm just a little bit like, oh my god, is she Jesus? But not our work Jesus.
Is she Aquarius?
Basically.
And now I have the song stuck in my head. God damn it! This is the age of Aquarius. Alright, so, moving on. Swiftly.
So how did you lose your eyesight, Dad?
Well, that would be courtesy of the River Gang. Seems our stories aren't so different, after all. I was also on a boat that got attacked.
Great.
As you know, by a dragon just 2 days ago. Actually, that's just the more recent event. It's been somewhat of a habit of mine over the last couple of years. I spent some time away. The best way I can describe it. It's managed some riverboats for various people. And yeah, I don't really know what to say, really. It's the River Gang.
You've got a seeing eye weasel. Did that come? I mean, it's the
Oh, you're
train
cutting out
a weasel
again.
to do.
Hang on.
Oh.
Kidding out. It's the constant balance to try and get it so that it picks you up, but not me. Okay, try that.
Okay. You've got a seeing eye weasel. That's the most impressive thing I've ever seen anyone train an animal to do, and I don't even know how it works. Like, how is the magic connection that you guys have functioning.
Well, you see, it's a magic weasel.
Yes.
And he snaps his fingers, and Turnip disappears from the top of the stairs and reappears on his shoulder.
Oh,
You don't actually exist. He's created by a spell. But having said that, he told me he had a name and that it was Turnip. So I feel like he might exist. But apparently I can choose whether he does or not. I'm not 100% happy with the ethics of that situation, but you know, we're going with it, and he says he doesn't mind. So who am I to disagree?
it is a wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
How did you? Who is the river? What? That is not helpful. I feel like my story was a lot more helpful than yours, which is I got attacked.
Well, I got attacked, I got kidnapped, I got tortured, they removed my eyes, and then I had to help him, like, run goods up and down some godforsaken bit of river somewhere in Ameria, and I, you know, what else am I
That's a
supposed to
whole
say,
different
lads?
kind of story, Dad. You could have led with that.
Well, you know, I thought I'd break it to you gently.
Gently? By not telling me?
Well,
Are
by
you crazy?
maybe, like, leaving a bit of time in between the telling. Honestly, I intended to leave more time, but you asked.
How long? How long? Like,
I don't
another
know,
8
18
years?
months?
Why?
Well, you see what's happening right now?
You think it would have been better if it's just been 18 more months?
Well, at least you got used to Turnip. Poor Turnip, he thinks you're doing this, and he gives you a look, and the Turnip sort of gives a slight shake.
I like your weasel at least.
Very good.
Kidnapped.
Sometimes
by
I have
the
a
river
bird
gang.
instead, but he prefers being a weasel, he says.
Yeah.
Bird's quite handy, though, when we're, you know,
Sailing.
spot a lot of weather.
Mm.
That bloody lake, Lance. Don't sail no boats on that lake. That's my advice.
So, this gang that took your eyes, are they still like a big threat to the wars around here?
Honestly, I don't know. I got recovered, I guess you could say. Rescued? Didn't really feel like a rescue at the time. I basically got taken off a barge as it was sinking, put a bag over my head, and they sort of interrogated me a lot in an underground room under that giant bloody pyramid in Imidori. And then they, you know, apparently the fact that I'm human was big points in my favor, so lucky escape there, I guess, being born human. But there were some half-elves and elves that really got it bad, that were, you know, they weren't part of the river gang, but, you know, we were being forced to help them, you know, it's slavery, really, yeah. Never really thought about it like that, actually. So I was a slave for a bit. Oh, that's weird. It's an interesting thing having your own agency taken away from you, you know. Yeah, I mean, I just kept my head down and did my work, and, you know, I couldn't do a great deal, but it was just a lot of, like, you know, coiling knots and stuff. Not having eyes, didn't know where we were. You know, lots of just moving stuff and knocking stuff over, and it was pretty bad, really, pretty bad. I mean, they took my eyes because I tried to escape, of course. So, you know, they made a boat set out of me, an example. But
Damn.
yeah, I mean, you must know about the River Gang, no? No? If anyone
Do
wants
they
to make a
have-
history
is there-
check
do
about
they
the
have,
River
like,
Gang,
a
they can go ahead.
Sure.
18.
20.
Oh, what am I rolling too? Is there a
Yeah,
point?
anyone who wants to make one. Ewan, you can make
Alright.
one as well. You're probably pretty good at history, right?
Dirty 20.
Let's find out how good I really am. 4.
Not that great, it turns
That's
out.
a 4, so an 8.
Yeah, okay, so an 8. Sheltered upbringing. You guys are aware of the River Gang. It's an ecological group. they're unhappy with how populated Ameria has gotten. With elves not dying that often. And, you know, you only need to have, like, one elf decide, oh, hey, maybe I'll have, like, 2 kids. And then 300 years later be like, maybe I'll have another 2 kids. And that problem gets big pretty fast. There's a lot of traffic on the rivers these days. And the river gang is sort of eco-warriors, but they're pretty ruthless about it. Like, they're very classic true neutral. It's just like, no, nature needs to be looked after here. Like, we're gonna do some questionable shit to make that happen, but it's the end result that counts.
Do we know if they're like they like elves or like they don't like elves?
They are
or anything like that? Okay, they are elves.
They
Okay.
are predominantly elves. Very, very few people that aren't, as far as anybody knows.
Okay.
And
that makes sense. Makes sense as to why him being a human.
yeah, you've heard of them. You don't know much about them.
Okay.
It's one of those things that is like, you know, like it's not been relevant to you. It's very much an Amerian thing. So, you know, you're the Amerian sculptor, Michelangelo, but you're not actually, you know, you didn't spend very much time in Ameria. And Lance, you probably have had a little bit more specifics, but again, like generally you come into a city, into a seaport, so it's just not as relevant then.
Yeah. Damn, Dad.
Yeah, it's been a few years. Well, it's been about 3 months since I made my way out of that pyramid. But they were very nice once they realized, you know, that I was enslaved. They even taught me how to summon Turnip here and a few other little tricks. And he casts light and then turns it off again. You know, they gave me a book and I did my best to learn.
They gave you the book before or after they taught you how to summon Turnip?
But they gave me the book first, which was very, very awkward, as you might imagine.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But fortunately, there was somebody over there that was smart enough to know how to cast Turnip, so that the link was with, you know, summon Turnip. Well, I don't think it was Turnip, but honestly, I've never asked him. Turnip, was that you? Weasel shakes his head. All right, wasn't him. Some other fey creature that also happened to be a weasel. I think it's because they make good scarves, you know. It's very, very convenient carrying them around, and then it's sort of your eyes are in the same place. Anyway, yeah, they apparently there's a few wizards and things. You know, as you get older, your eyesight starts to go, and they weasel instead, and they taught me how to do that, and yeah, now I've got a weasel, Turnip. Sometimes he's a bird.
Okay.
Excuse me, again. You got
So you want to tell me about these bloody dragons then, Lance?
You got tortured.
You killed a dragon. You killed a dragon.
And you were...
Wait.
How did you get out of the slavery again?
We
Wait.
got rescued.
When?
Well, about 3 months ago. I just said that. Well, it was about 4 months ago.
You've been doing this... How long have you been in slavery, Dad?
You know, I was in slavery for a little bit. I mean, you can't have had my message that long ago. It was about 3... You know, I left it with Ari. He said he was going across to Arelsera, and he, you know, let the Arbor Master know. Yeah, most people in the Arbor Master sort of community know who you are, Lance. You're pretty hard to miss. So, you know, that's how I was able to guarantee that you'd get my note, and I was just hoping you'd catch up with me at some point. You know, it was a bit of a risk, but you know, I figure what are the odds that the River Gang would know that they're, you know, blind human or human they made blind as a giant half-elf blue sea elf. You know what it is. It's complicated trying to describe what you are, Lance, but you know, half sea elf, half human. I see you got all your, you know, got your legs from your mother, of course, because I've got none to speak of, as it were.
Yeah.
How did that work? The relationship.
What a
You know, you ever seen a
It's
Yellow
like
Pages
human
advert, Lofty, and
and-
then you'd understand.
It's Michelangelo, actually. No, I meant. Bjorn, you see where I'm coming from, right? A human and an aquatic elf.
Yeah, well, I mean, why not, right?
That.
Both consenting adults.
How?
Well, it's no different from any other half elf.
I
They
mean,
just happen to be
how-
able to breathe water as well.
How old are you?
Me?
Yes,
I was a bit
you.
rude, innit? I'm 62.
How old was Lance? How old is your mum?
How old is your mum, Lance?
I don't know.
Or like 405.
I guess. Like 400s, early 400s or something. I haven't been there for that many birthdays, actually. I left when I was 15.
Forget it.
How do you think it works with the elves and how?
And humans.
Where do you think
I
our
never-
elves come from? I mean,
Hello? That's so rude.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're a Goliath, right?
Yes.
I've seen one or two of you, good with rigging, not so great in the old, but you're half giant, or at least giant-blooded. How do you think that worked? Because that's a much bigger size difference and probably a bigger age difference as well, and probably a lot less consent on the other individual, if you ask me.
Oof. Hey, man. So questions that need to be asked.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't have any
Exactly,
answers.
That's what I thought. So maybe, before you start throwing stones, you should make sure that you open the windows on your glass house. Especially when you're
Alright.
still inside it. Alright. So, Lance, do you want to tell me about these bloody dragons already? How did you end up fighting
fine.
dragons?
Well,
Why didn't they kill you? I'm glad they didn't. I did.
I
You know,
have
Dragons,
honestly
I heard, plural.
no idea. I think,
Well, okay, that's the first sensible thing I've heard.
yeah. We came to Amadori, is that the other city?
Amador is the other city, yes.
So we came to Amadori on this ship, and we, you know how it is, big city. Like we did some stuff, then we
Was that the
almost
Gambit? Was
died
it?
from the.
You still in the Gambit?
Yeah, I was, but
Was?
as I told you, that the Life's Gambit is now at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, right. And then you were on
Reclaimed.
which ship?
Oh, it's called the Wave Sphere.
You were on the Wave Sphere?
Yeah.
With Derek fucking Littlefoot?
Oh no! That motherfucker
He died.
is dead.
Well, thank fuck for that. The oceans are safer around Ameria. My
You're
god, what happened to him?
Welcome. I killed him. I
You did what?
picked him up real well with my trident because he stabbed me in my back.
He stabbed you?
Yep. So I killed him.
The little fuck, where is he? I'll kill him.
No, I already did that.
I'll do it again! Let's go find a druid. I know some. They're in the river gang. We'll fucking resurrect him and I'll kill him myself. Jesus fucking Christ. I've been saying for years that that man needed to be put down.
You're welcome. Now his former
well.
first mate, now captain of the Wave Sphere, Polonius, is steering that ship.
Oh, well, we're not completely free from fuckheads then, are we?
No,
I bet
not so
Atho's still
sure.
there as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I
They
kind
got
of
a
like
good
Atho.
Do you know Malika?
Yeah, I kind of like.
Oh, Malaka's great. Everyone loves Malaka. Yeah.
They
Everyone knows Malaka.
they got a good, like most of the crew is good.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I mean, nobody would talk to Malaka. That was the problem. Everyone liked him. No one... You don't want to catch Derek's eye. You know?
Well, it's a little bit
'Cause he's
better
a
now,
cunt.
and I think they're doing like some normal merchant running gigs around here at the coast. or
They're
something,
doing
so-
what?
Yeah.
No. The Wave Sphere?
I know.
No.
Straighten them out, apparently. take away the fucking captain, and
Yeah,
most
well,
of them, like,
I've heard
but
that before, and we'll see if it lasts.
I'm not sure that it will, but if you ever come across them, watch out for Riley, because she's a bitch. Do not trust her.
I mean, I wouldn't trust anybody who said they were served on the wave sphere.
I served on the wave sphere. You trust
Yeah, but that
me.
didn't count. That was slavery. I didn't serve with the River Gang, did I? I was enslaved by him.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't as much
You had a
slave
choice,
as-
right? You didn't have a choice. You had to.
Oh, I could have stayed on the island. I just wanted to get here.
Which island?
Yeah, the something respite something.
Respite's Corner?
Yeah.
Oh, how's Malcolm?
Wait, you know.
Of course I know Malcolm. Are you kidding? Like, you sailing from Arelsera to Imadori on the regular. Of course you know Malcolm. Where else are you gonna go? Gotta go past there.
He's
Great
annoying.
spot. I mean, yeah, but he grows fantastic bananas, even if they are a weird color.
His oranges are pretty good as well.
When they're orange, yes.
Yeah.
He likes to experiment. It's not always successful.
Yeah. Anyway, came here, talked to the wizard dudes. We wanted to get to Florin, I think, to get a statue.
To
that-
where?
Florin, I think it's north of here. It's like near Trunkhalf. Small.
Florin. I
town.
mean, Trunkhalf, yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. Bit of a bitch to get you from here, though. You're a little inland. You'll have to go over land if you want to get there from here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna be on land.
The
for a
road's not
bit.
too bad once you get past the mountains, but the mountains can be a bit of a, bit of a challenge. It's, it's not the safest road. There's a reason a lot of the trade is done by water. You know how it is. The elves, they can keep themselves out of trouble, and they don't really care if other people get into it that much.
Yeah. Anyways, we need to get a statue there from and for Michelangelo.
Oh yeah, statue, eh? What's it of?
Yeah, what's it of?
Yeah, what's it of,
I
Michelangelo?
can't remember. It's.
So it is it is an image, kind of
Big
similar to your
Daddy.
spiritual. It's kind of similar to your spiritual weapon. It's an image of a man, 10 feet tall. Well, the statue itself is 10 feet tall. The man is probably like 8 feet, and then there's like a 2-foot plinth underneath that he stands on. Oh no! It was the whole thing, and the plinth is going to be there. It's going to be like 14 feet tall by the time you're done. So it's a 10-foot tall statue of a man. The man was wearing sort of wizardly robes and looked very regal, and the hair, kind of blowing. It's like, if somebody went, make a heroic pose, and you did, that's
Yep.
slightly upturned so that you can see the squareness of the jaw.
Yep. Sorry, I just.
One what, Shelley? One what?
Was it the Big Daddy statue? Is that actually what it's called? I can't remember.
I think
Something
that's
like
what
that.
you were referring it to it as. I don't think that's what it's actually called, because Michelangelo has a reputation.
Funny. It's an epic-looking wizard dude. You know.
So what are you
He's
doing in town? Oh, you're still muted.
This town? What town? What?
Yeah, Arelsera. What are you doing here? Not that it's not lovely to see you. Completely unexpected surprise. Little bit scary, because, first tied to my former life, and I don't want the River Gang, if they happen to be looking for me. I mean, those bastards at Armadori seem to think that they would be.
Unrelated question.
It sounds very related.
Did they
but sure.
have like a sign? The River Gang? Like something
Yeah,
that...
it's like 3 wavy lines.
Wait a minute.
As soon as you said reading, I was like, fuck me, this is... Oh, fuck.
Wait a minute.
In the handout section on Roll20 is where you're looking for, Lofty.
But why did we... How did we we spotted it somewhere. It was in the skyport, right?
It was the thing that we found. It's on the letter that Atrian gave us. That was like, oh, we got your sister, we will get you too, or something shit like that.
Okay. Alright. So we know who attacked us now.
Fuck! What did it say? Fuck.
Too much lore.
Shelley's doing the note-taking thing.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm proud of you for looking, but I think it'll be slightly quicker if I read the
We're
letter.
coming for you. We already have your sister.
That's
And
correct.
this was for Etrian.
That was Etrian that had that, yes.
Nah, Atrian got it, but we don't know who was in the skypod before him because it was a rent-a-skypod.
Etrian had the letter on him.
He had it on him, but it wasn't supposed to be for him.
No.
As far as we know, because...
I mean,
Yeah.
no, he pulled it out of an inside pocket to show it to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a sister.
But that he said.
He said he doesn't have a sister.
Maybe he does.
Who knows? Hey, Dad, you want to hear a cool story? Your fucking river gang? They're the ones. They're the ones who are responsible for us falling from the skybox.
I'll fucking kill him. Where are they?
You're so cute.
Oh,
Also,
I will. You see that, and you see this. You know, he's quite short and scrawny. He's got that like lithe, like tendony strength, you know. But he's like squaring his shoulders and looks like he's ready to go. And to be fair, he's been on the sea a long time. He probably wouldn't do too badly either.
You're adorable, Dad. Sit back down.
I'll get him.
It's fine.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we made it the first time. If we happen upon them again, and now that I know who they are, they will not get away that time.
Well, that's...
I don't know.
Anyways,
Maybe we should find out why they attacked Etrian before we attack them.
Etrian?
Oh.
Who's Etrian?
it's like a wizard, elven dude in
Yep,
Amadori.
another wizard dude. There's kind of like a
I mean,
theme
it's
of wizard dudes.
Imidori is full of wizard dudes, yeah. So if you just came from Imidori, it's not unexpected that most people you met were wizard dudes, as you say. Yes, Lance, you don't need to raise your hand. I'm your bloody father.
That was more for the DM and out of game because I really need a wee, and I think I need a 10-minute break because I have to walk with the dog because needs
Okay,
to
well,
sleep.
in that case, let's take a 15-minute break.
Sounds
That way I
good.
can go outside and filter some air as well. What is up, Lofty?
Oh, why couldn't this 15-minute break be in like 20 minutes?
Why in 20 minutes?
Because I need to run somewhere in 20 minutes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, dude.
Alright.
It's alright.
Okay, 15-minute break. See you guys then.
Oh boy. Jamie, are you still here?
Nah.
So we're just
I was
waiting for
born in
Lofty.
the ocean.
Where is Lofty?
I love my dad so much.
He ran somewhere. I love my dad too.
Your dad's a fun character. I'm enjoying him.
He's so cute.
I'm also echoing on Julie's
Where are
microphone.
they? I'll kill them.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry.
he's adorable. I will fuck that river gang up so bad when I see them. I will search for them and I will fuck them up.
Yeah.
When I'm level 15, so I can fuck them up on my own if I need to. So I won't die.
So. Where is Lofty?
He ran somewhere.
I thought he needed to do that in 20 minutes. Did he decide to do it now?
I mean, maybe he did. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Like, let's just get back into it, and he can jump in when he gets here. Jamie.
Hey.
Hey.
Noise.
Julie.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Yeah.
I
Silent.
can't hear Julie again.
Yeah.
Oh, again?
What
No,
again?
should I?
I can't hear Julie again.
I can hear her.
Damn.
Can Shelly hear her?
I can hear her.
It's gonna talk for a long while until you fix
No, I
that
can't
problem,
hear
because you never know if you fix that problem if I don't talk,
Why?
because then there's no audio feedback to check whether you fixed the problem.
I've
How
never
long
had
do you
this
think I
book
can
do this.
continue? Still need to keep talking.
Oh. Ba-dum. Ba-dum.
Check whether or not that'll help it, but I'm still
there we
just
go.
talking because. Oh, okay, cool.
The
That's so
region is
weird.
now
That is so
US
weird.
East.
Yeah. There's a little bit more delay, guys, but what can you do, right?
Stupid.
Okay, so where were we? We had Lance and her dad.
Yeah. Talking about dragons and what we're doing in the city.
Yeah, what are you doing in Arelsera anyway? What are you here for?
One of the guys that fucked right off needed to do stuff here, so we kind of just all came with because that's how we work now, I guess, you know? If you're a crew, you're a crew. You don't abandon other people just because they have to do something.
Yep, makes
Yeah, a
sense to
group
me.
of adventurers. They do adventures together. It's all very exciting. And as you all look at Isadora as she's talking, you notice that her dress has changed and she has a completely different hairdo now. So while you were talking, she apparently got bored, just made her hair and changed her clothes.
Does she look even prettier now?
I mean, yes. There's no longer the dust, and she now has a hairdo instead of just open hair. It's yeah, they are a group of adventurers and they go on adventures together. It's all very exciting.
True. Exciting, almost dying almost every day, but you know how it is, you know.
I love to hear stories about adventures and just normal all kinds of stories. I just collect them a little bit. I have this handy book, and she just pulls out of her tiny handbag like a tome that's as big as her head, and really massive. And she's just like, "Yeah,
Where did
my
that
mother
come
used."
from?
You need to talk
so small.
louder. You need to talk louder.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Oh, it just came out of my bag. It's very handy. I can just fit everything in there. And she just pulls pairs of dresses out and stuffs them back in to show you how big it is.
Oh my god. I need one of those.
Well, I got it for my birthday. So I can ask my parents where they got it from if that help you.
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Well, in this book anyways, I've been collecting stories like my mother has, and her mother before her, and we're just, filling it out and making a compendium of everything that's happened ever. I mean, it's never going to be complete because there's so many stories, but we just try our very best and like to share them.
How do you share them?
Well, because as I do right now, we travel before we get married, and then there's always parties where there's stories to be told, and
But only for very specific people.
Well, that always depends on the audience, doesn't it? Sometimes the stories get a little bit outrageous, and sometimes the stories need to stay a little bit tamer because maybe there's children there, or just, your second cousin twice removed who's never ever stepped foot outside of her home, and
Yeah, I didn't mean like specific people as in children and adults. I meant like rich people.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't stop us from telling stories, does it?
No, doesn't it? I bet it doesn't. How old are you?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't thought about this. Maybe like just turned 17 then, because
How
very soon.
19?
17.
17.
17? Oh, girl, we wouldn't have worked anyway. You're half my age. Oh my god. No. Jeez. You're
Looks
getting
22
married in
though.
a year. You're like 17. Dad, say something. That's very early.
Well, I'm not one to talk about other people's ways. You know that.
Still
If
feels
I
a
was
little
one who talk
bit
about other people's
forced.
ways, I wouldn't have been able to get on with your mother, would I?
They're weird sometimes, aren't they?
Mother?
I mean, your mothers, yeah. I meant sea elves in specific, but sure, mothers.
Huh.
Well, they're very
Yeah,
different,
mothers.
but that's because that's, just the nature of them.
So dragons.
Oh yeah, tell me about the dragons and how you came to be in front of one.
Zadora just opens the book and readies like a pen.
That's making me nervous. Okay. So we went to this wizard who was supposed to get the statue to where it needs to go because, walking around with a 10-foot statue is pretty damn slow. So he said, yo, there's some dragons, or there's been a dragon who attacked your ship, Dad. And it was in the middle of this lake, and apparently there's maybe an artifact, so maybe go check it out for me. So I was like, yeah, let's. And everybody else kind of went with, even though they didn't really want to. And then we went to this iceberg in the middle of the lake, and then we went in because we thought there's no one there, and then there were 2 dragons there, and then Nephilim, who's still not here, killed one of them, and then surprise, it wasn't just 2 dragons, it was 3 dragons, and one of them was like a little bit older than the other ones, and then we had to kill them, but he almost killed us first, and then I killed the little one, and Michelangelo killed the big one.
Killed baby dragons?
Yeah, it was a white dragon though.
Oh, okay.
It was a bad,
That was
bad dragons. They attacked one of the baby dragons attacked the ship we are standing on right now.
It was one of the little ones then.
Yeah, it was real lucky that we had those Andy people around. Seems to be a lot of Andy people around at the moment.
Andy,
Handy, not Randy. Where are you from?
Not this place.
Well, neither am I. I'm from South Torpon.
Oh. That sounds good. I'm from Torpon as well.
Yes, you are. Hmm? Off mic questions. So rude,
Totally.
It's like all these little details she should have written down.
I was born
but if
in
I
the
look
ocean.
at Owen, oh nice, in the ocean. How does that work?
My mom's
Just
a sea
looks
elf.
at you very excitedly and just writes down, "My mum's a sea elf." Oh wait, and then strikes out my and puts us in Lance.
Oh boy.
You could have just made it a quote, you know?
Oh, that's a good idea. Strikes out Lance, puts my on top of it, and just puts it in
Oh,
quotes.
yeah, sure. Yeah, there you go. Good job. So where do you find this one?
That one, 20 minutes ago in a bar.
What a nice bar it is. Have you been to the insert name here of bar
Hogshead.
Hogshead before? No, or I'm not sure because I've been to so many bars I don't remember the names anymore.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Well, I met her
no,
there.
I mean, oh, sorry, I was losing the thread of the conversation there. She talks very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mostly stick to the bars around the dock area, to be honest.
Well, I can only recommend it. They have this very quaint tradition of marmalading together. It just means that, musicians meet up and, well, create something new together. And that in itself is very, very wonderful. But also they call it marmalading because, they take, like, when you make a marmalade, it's just all fruits together with a little bit of sugar to make it something new and completely different, but still wonderful. Is Shelly dead now?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that sounds lovely, but where is it?
Just a mile and a half that way. And I point
That sounds like a long way to walk when you're drunk.
That
Right
is
on.
true. I never considered that. Huh.
Well, so lovely as it is to see you, I don't want to, if there are people after me and stuff, it's a bit awkward really. I don't want to draw attention to nobody, and, that's why I'm just sort of staying on the, on the breath instead of, getting wankered with the rest of them. I don't know whether you got somewhere to stay or like what are you planning? Are you going back to Midori? It sounded like you still had something to do there, or I mean, what are you doing now, Lawrence?
I'm sticking with them, I guess.
Yeah, but like, are you staying in Arelsera for a couple of days, or are you going back to Midori? It's just the
We're
breath
staying in
leaves.
Arelsera for a couple days, I think, until Nephilim says otherwise whenever they are done with their stuff. So, and then we go back to Midori.
Midori. Yeah, Midori, that's what it is. Well, Varian's, she's got some, they've got some plans for, what they want to do with these engines. And, I'm still learning the lingo, to be honest. There's a lot of spanners and sprockets and cogs and wheels and, it's all powered by steam, but the steam comes from the water, the water comes from the coal. It's all just a big kettle. I don't know. She uses a lot of analogies, and I'm chief engineer. I don't even know how to say it, Lance. I don't know what's going on. I just got given this because we asked her. That's Varian's father. He said that he was doing a favour for one of them wizardy blokes, those wizard dudes, as you say, over in Midori, and we had and he's got that whole thing. He sort of did a favour for him and said he'd put me on a boat here and teach me engineering, and all right. Not many places willing to hire a blind sailor who says he can see through his weasel. When it's not like people are strangers to magic, but they don't really know specifics, and that gets a bit weird then, because they start going, oh, what if you can see through my eyes, and then it's a whole other thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really, because I don't do the arcane stuff. I don't understand most of it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you know,
Yeah.
if you've got a month or so, I could sit down with you 8 hours a day, should do it, and teach you something. Maybe after we
Okay.
figure out this River Gang thing, you know, or they, you know, fuck off into oblivion, because then perhaps, you know, you might be at risk of death every minute you spend with me. You know, if they
That
know
doesn't
if
sound
they
very
found me.
safe.
No, I don't feel very safe, Lance. That's why I'm hiding in the engine room. Oh, I said it. Over
Is
the
there anything I can do though? I wanna do something. I don't like you hiding away from the world. That's.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know what you can do, Lance. I mean, it's the River Gang, you know. It's a what you call
Well,
it?
I fucking killed a
Terrorists.
dragon a few days ago, so.
Well, sure, you killed a dragon. All right. So, by your own admission, you got a bit lucky. Would you say, Lance? I know that
Well.
look. Did you get lucky?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Now, fair play to you. You got to be able to capitalize on the luck, and clearly nailed it. Good job. Love it. But I feel like trying to take on this, like, you know, this group that's been operating for 150 years, all over the rivers, all over the continent. You know, that the entire Elvish nation has been unable to get hold of in any way, shape, or sense. You know, like, have you been round the eastern side of the island?
No.
Go and have a look up there, and then tell me what you can do that they can't. And they've had no luck. They've had no luck. They don't even know anybody who knows them, you know? They can't find nobody. Pull people like me off barges that are sinking when the odd chance they do catch something. And, I mean, tell you the truth, I wouldn't be surprised if the River Gang just thought it was a convenient way to get rid of us.
Do you remember any names or anything?
I remember one or two. I mean, you know, we weren't exactly allowed to fraternize, but there was this elf. She was lovely. She was pretty old, I reckon, like 50 or something. I don't know. You know what it's like with elves. How are you supposed to tell? You know, they either
You can't.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, she well, she was pretty great. Aletha Enroris was her name.
Was she another slave, or was she one of the River Gang, actually? Like.
She was another slave, yeah.
Hmm.
Why? Oh, I mean, I don't know any of the River Gang. I never even seen one.
I wanted to say, how did you never see one? But you don't have your.
Yeah, well, a lot of the time they were invisible, or animals, or some weird shit. There's a lot of druids.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's what they call a high magic environment, Lance. That's why I don't think you're going to be much help. No offense. You know I love you, but
yeah, but did you know that magic users, like the small one, are really squishy? You tap them on the head and they fall right over.
no offense, Lance, but when I've watched somebody who's clearly not actually a bear be a bear and tear somebody's arms off, I don't feel like they're that squishy.
I don't like it.
Well, no, I don't like bears tearing people's arms off either. I saw some
No,
shit.
I don't like them. Where are they? I'm gonna kill them.
I see where she gets it from.
Well, I mean, best of luck to you. I want you to achieve all your goals. But
I don't want to
what
leave you
you
alone now, Dad. If they come for you, you can't defend yourself. Like, we almost died. Well, we weren't on a boat. We were on a skypod and we fell to almost our death. But you know what I mean.
Well, no one's going to expect somebody who's blind to be working on a brand new kind of technologically, in the middle of Arelsera, are they? Especially not a human. So, you know, Like, this would normally be a job for some gnome or elf or whatnot. And I mean, sure, we've got Virion, they're a gnome, but you know, they'd expect you to be gnomes with tinkering and whatnot, because stereotypes, innit? But I'm just a human. I'm not using my real name. Nobody who knows me knows I'm here, apart from you now. And you know, Ari and whoever he told.
Where are you just gonna keep going from Arelsera to Amadori and back, or?
Oh yeah, that's your job, innit?
So I can probably find you here if I need to.
If you need to, yeah, I expect so. Unless that bloody lake sinks us. Well, more of an inland sea, really, but weather's a bitch, Lance. Don't take no jobs on no inland seas, all right? When you're out on the ocean where it's safe.
Okay. Good advice, Dad.
Thanks.
I'm not happy about this.
Oh, I'm not happy either. I want to tell you to go, but I don't want you to go. You know how it is. Well, go on. I think you know your new friend there is looking a bit antsy.
Oh! You just see like the hairs piling higher and higher as she's just braiding and like teasing and just like, what? I'm fine. Continue. I see you haven't seen each other in a while. I just talk with my parents every evening, so I don't quite feel this need to reconnect. But I mean, I'm sure if you haven't talked to your father for that long, I mean, I wouldn't mind if we left, but also I don't want you to, you know, just.
It's fine. We can go. I just really wanted to see you and make sure that you're alright.
Well,
now that I can see that you're not really, I don't feel better, but...
Well, that's what they say. Sometimes it's best to leave things a mystery.
No.
Never knew who he was, whoever this mystery is, but apparently you just got to leave it at him.
I'm not sure that's what it's supposed to mean. It's just a saying. I don't think mystery's a person.
Alright, I mean, sure. I'm not gonna argue.
Michelangelo's just quitted.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Okay.
Then he comes up and he gives you a big hug.
I hug him.
Yeah, and you notice that as you're hugging him, you also have a little weasel's paws also just kind of like grabbing a little bit.
Oh, I pat his head. Okay.
Alright, get off, pet him.
Do I have anything on me that I can give him? I'm sure I have like dried fruit rations, right?
I mean, you have a ton of gold.
That too, but I meant the weasel.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
I'm giving the weasel some dried fruit.
Okay, you give the weasel some dried fruit.
And then I'm taking... And how much gold do I have? Don't want to take it out of the funds. Where is it? Oh my god! Okay. I'm taking like 70 gold.
Oh my god, Lance, where'd you get that?
Stuff, dragons. We kill dragons, Dad. What do you think?
They got a lot of gold, do they?
They hoard, man. They are hoarders.
There?
They're messy.
How do they get it there, though?
Probably killing people. You
Like,
walk
how
in.
do they carry it? Gold's not exactly convenient to carry when you've got big claws and wings and whatnot, I'd imagine. It's not like they got pockets. They swallow it and throw it back up? Like, what happens?
I didn't really see any wood. That's really weird. That's a really good question.
It's just strange, isn't it? Never really thought about it before.
Got a dragon vest. Where they have pockets.
Yeah. Do they have like pocket? Maybe they have got one of the bags. And
Well,
it
I
was
think-
like a shit ton of gold in there. Or maybe they have one of the bags and they put all the gold in there, and then when they're in their lair, they're just who knows? Take it. I want you. I
won't say no. That's a few notes out in town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you give your father almost as much money as he's seen in his life altogether.
Yeah. Don't spend it on dumb shit, okay?
I mean, does alcohol count as dumb shit? Because
Hell
no
no.
promises. Well, then don't worry. Every penny is going on stuff that is not dumb shit.
Very good. Do not get yourself exposed, father.
Well, I wasn't planning to drink all that much at once.
I rather meant that you shouldn't be,
I'll
Be
be careful.
I hug him again and then I'm going.
Just kind of
Oh,
looks sad. Opens his mouth to say something, closes it again.
oh.
Turnip waves. Just Michelangelo, it's just giant Goliath hand comes up. Iron Giant style.
I poke my head back in. Love you, Dad. And then I'm going.
Oh.
This is so cute.
I don't
So,
want to leave him alone.
what are you guys doing?
I need to protect. If anybody comes, I will attack. Okay, I'm okay. I'm
Most
good.
importantly, she come back.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was
Okay.
thoroughly educating.
We did that. If anything about my father's identity gets out because of your tales or your stupid book, I will come for you.
Wow. Never. I mean, I wouldn't endanger anyone's life. I shall just fill in the book for my children to tell.
Okay.
All right.
I got my eye on you, though. Don't fuck with me. I mean,
I wasn't planning to.
you weren't? That's too bad. I mean, let's go. We need museums and shit.
It's pretty late now.
Need museums?
It's like 5:30, 6ish.
I need a drink. I need another drink. I'm not drunk enough for this. I just have to say goodbye to my dad again.
Should we go back to the place that we were at before?
You guys did pay for rooms, if I recall, at the Hog's Head.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, you got anything else to do in the evening other than going back? Do you want to do some shopping? Do you want to eat at the Leaky Saucer?
you guys are right next to Prime Shopping District.
We should probably shop.
I'm down for some shopping.
I'm always down for some shopping.
It'd be cool to see if they got any interesting magic items.
Oh,
Since-
well, that's not quite as interesting.
I don't think they have that here. I think this is the non-magic city.
It's close enough to the magic city for them to trade. I'm sure there's something.
Do you think they will trade shit out? Think about the taxes.
It's true, but it's not going to stop some people.
It's a magic shield, though.
Let's have a look. Onward.
Okay,
Onward
so you guys want to go and
shopping.
find a shop where you might be able to get the magic items.
Yes.
I just want to look around and see what's there.
Okay, you guys assisting one another or taking point?
Michelangelo can look.
Bjorn,
Sure.
you looking for shops?
Yeah, sure.
we could split into teams if you two don't want to look for magic items.
Oh no, I just want to look around. I'm down with looking for magic items. But if you...
I just like the experience of all the new stuff around me and like collecting some of it. I mean, I am traveling, so I need to travel relatively light. But if there's anything like extraordinary that catches my eye, whether it's like some more jewelry or like a new dress or maybe something to put in my hair, or maybe even a new book, because, you know, sometimes old books, they tend to break at the spine. So I'm totally down.
All right.
Have you read Tusk Love? It's a good book.
Sure.
Yeah, it's about... Never mind.
I mean,
okay.
Roll a perception check, Lance.
Shops. Oh, me? 16.
You notice this half-orc staring at you from across the way.
You got a problem?
He winks. Then he looks surprised, and then he backs away. Like, he winks, you say you got a problem, and then he backs away, and...
What the frick was that? Hey, yo, come back!
He was interested in you, Lance. That's what the winking means.
Does it?
Romantically interested. Or he wanted to sell you some shady shit. One of the two.
Oh, shady shit! I'm going after him. I'm going after him.
Okay, sure. You go after this guy. And he looks over his shoulder and he sees this giant half sea elf with the trident. Like, what are you doing? Are you running? Are you walking? Are you jogging? What's happening?
No, I'm like power walking.
Okay, so you're like power walking. You got the long legs going, and he looks over his shoulder and he's like,
"Hey, wait!"
He goes a little bit faster, and then he breaks into a light run, and he cuts left into an alley. You gonna follow him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep chasing after him.
Yo, stop! I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
And he's just looking back, and he hears you say that. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, really bad. What, persuasion?
Yeah.
Where's that even? Oh, that's a 3.
3. Oh no.
He looks terrified as he glances over his shoulder hearing you say that. You're just not convincing at all. You're pounding down behind him.
Dude! I'm starting to run after him.
Okay, so you start to run, he starts to run as well. Make an athletics check.
I've got 40 foot of movement, man. Athletics. Oh, that's 15.
Yeah, of course you fucking catch him. You got 40 foot of movement. You slam him you grab hold of him. Are you tackling him?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Okay,
no, I'm grabbing him. I'm like, what?
So you're gonna try and stop? Okay, well, if you're gonna try and stop... Yeah, sure. You just about manage it. Like you're, you carry a bit of momentum, and you do lift him off his feet and take him with you for a couple of steps. But then he's,
yeah.
You skid to a stop, and this guy looks like, frankly, terrified.
I'm the worst.
Do we all catch up, or?
I mean, if you guys want to follow, sure. Yeah.
Sure as fuck not running though. Like, how's she?
Amble
Oh
up.
dear.
If I run, I'll probably like.
Why are you
destroy
running if
something.
you want to sell stuff, dude? That's not how it works.
What? I don't want to sell nothing.
You winked at me.
You just mentioned Tusk Glove.
Oh. Oh.
This half-orc's like the dark green has just gone very pale. And he sort of wriggles out of your grip and darts off. Do you want to stop him?
Oh.
Yikes.
That's awkward. Yeah. Okay.
I'm very proud of myself right now.
I'm going back to the group. I'm like, He had nothing.
No,
cool.
they're there now. They
Oh,
caught up.
did they hear that? No, we were running.
I
They
mean,
were
Michelangelo heard it.
I didn't. I was too far away.
He had nothing cool to sell. Let's move on. Find some magic shop. Let's go.
You're muted.
Right. Let's go.
Let's never talk about the shady guy again.
Okay, so let's just say everybody makes an investigation check. See what catches you guys' eye, especially now that you've sort of taken an unexpected route into the retail area. A natural 20.
I wasn't looking for anything specific though, so it's just like I see all of the shit and I want all of it.
22.
I got a 16.
Wait, you said a perception check?
Investigation.
Investigation check.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's not that good for you.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Fucking high rolls. What was the actual number for you,
19.
Isadora?
Oh. Oops.
You got a natural 20. What's your plus?
Yes. That's a 2.
So 22. Okay. All right. So you guys find Diejua's magical oddities. Seems like it fits the bill.
Yeah.
It's tucked away into a corner. You caught a glance of it out of the corner of your eye, Dora.
Mm-hmm. Look away from me, otherwise you're talking towards me and my mic.
I know, but I was looking at you because you can just flick your mic up and then this problem goes away. Thank you. I'm very distracted by what's happening off screen. So
Flash him! Woo!
Burn like 4 layers. It's way too much effort right now.
Damn. Flash him your butt?
I'd have to get up. What's wrong with you, Shelly? That's just even more effort.
Sorry.
So you find Diejua's magical oddities. It's down a little alleyway that you just catch out of the corner of your eye. There's this alleyway, kind of weird. You would have walked straight past it, even you, Michelangelo. It was only the natural 20 that actually basically Dora spotted somebody exit the alleyway, which drew her attention to it. And if it hadn't been for that, then you guys would have walked straight past it. So you slip into this alleyway, and there's and you're on this little cobble path that's got little bits of grass growing out of it, and then it just kind of like the cobbles fade into a little bit of a lawn, and you're just in this weird little courtyard that's right in the middle of Arelsera with these really high buildings on either side of you. And the sun's coming down at a slight angle, but it just feels very warm and bright in here. And looking a little bit closer, you see there's a few globe lights, and there's just some stuff laid out on tables, and it appears that this is the shop. And you see this female elf with red hair, very very pale skin with these little freckles just under the eyes, is behind a counter, or at least what you assume is a counter, just sort of leaning over something, and you see these little arcane flashes as she casts some kind of a spell on an item over there.
Bjorn, what's she doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
With the angle, Bjorn probably can't see what she's doing.
I'm gonna lift them up.
Okay, you lift them up. She's casting
Put me
Identify.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not putting you down though. I'm keeping you at this height. Just holding you.
I
Okay,
use my spell to make you smell bad.
No, don't do that. I'm gonna put you down.
I cast BO. Alright, so you walk up to her and she's looking at you and... Oh, hello. How may I help you today?
Lovely hair color.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's all. I don't want anything. I'm just browsing. My friends want to buy stuff.
Ah, what would you care for?
Do you have any health potions, like healing potions? Something like that.
Oh, certainly, certainly. How many were you looking
Awesome.
for? What's the one?
How many do you have?
Supply.
How about, what if I wanted, let's say 4?
Wanted 4. Yes, I mean, I'm sure we could accommodate that. That would be... let me see here, as I realize I have none of my books next to me, which is actually amazing. I made it all the way through the session without needing to look anything up. This is real D&D, guys. One moment. Just grabbing... Ow! That was not even close to my butt. It was all bones. Alright.
You are all bones anyway.
That is very true, apart from the butt. So,
I have not tried. You'd have to ask Julie. So please don't answer that.
I was just about to ask, do you really want me to answer that?
No. No, thank you.
Okay.
uh,
Hold my tongue.
fingers will get wet. Okay, so yes, certainly. I have 4 potions, yes, but that would be all I have. So you know that does put the price up a little bit. We'll say 280 for the lot.
This is ridiculous.
What do you mean that's ridiculous? No.
280 for 4 healing
280
potions.
What?
Gold,
200
gold.
what? Oh, okay, yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yes, of course it is ridiculous. Are you trying to rip off my friends?
No. I'm just saying that this is my last remaining. What if somebody else came in and I was unable to supply them? That might make me look bad. 4 seems more than anybody needs.
Have you ever been in a group of adventurers before?
No, I've run a shop.
Know how much they need, do you?
Fair point. Yeah. No. I do know. That's not 4. It's 3 at most.
Well, how much for 3?
270 gold.
Wait, what? It went up.
Then I will take the one that costs only 10 gold of those. Thank you.
No, that's not how this works.
Yes, this is exactly how it
10
works.
gold.
What?
Have you never been anywhere else than this before? That's how it works.
Okay, I'm gonna need Lance to make a persuasion check at advantage.
Oh, why me at advantage?
You're being
Why
assisted
not?
by Dora, but you're definitely taking the lead.
Why doesn't she? Didn't she take the lead and I'm assisting her?
Okay, no, that's fair. No, that's fair because she did bring it up
too late,
first.
too
But she
late.
brought it up first. So yeah, we'll have Dora roll advantage.
Persuasion, right?
Persuasion, yeah.
Roll better than 18 because that's what I got.
That's a 19.
Oh, good.
Well, I suppose you're right. That doesn't seem right though. 10 gold for 1 potion of healing.
Very well.
I give her 10 gold.
She takes the 10 gold.
Gives you a potion of...
That all you were looking for? 1 healing potion?
For now.
Okay.
Give me the healing potion.
Yeah, she gives it. It's on the table. She passed it across.
I take one.
Sorry, I realised that I made a hand motion of passing it across below the view of the camera.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Are there any items that, catch my eye? Because, just...
Make a perception check. In fact, no, make an arcana check. Okay. Alright. I mean, you just seem very occupied by the haggling process. Michelangelo! Hello? Oh no, is everybody frozen? What's happened?
Hello? Oh.
We're jumping around servers.
Hello, can you guys hear me now? You guys froze up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Missed what I
Okay.
said.
Cool. What did you miss?
I don't know. I was like, why was 3 potions more expensive than 4 potions? And how do we get the
It
value
was
of 1 potion down
280.
to?
It was 280 for 4, and she said 270 for 3, and then got very
Oh,
confused,
okay.
and a high persuasion check convinced her that 10 gold was the right price. It says here on my screen she is a pathetic haggler. Which you guys have definitely picked up on by now because her technique was awful. Like, it makes no sense not to want to sell all of your stock. There's no reason for that. The
You could
price was
probably buy
clearly
the
too
rest
high.
now at 10 each. You know that. You could probably just continue to get the other 3 for 30 gold now. You're gonna even be able to bargain that even further down.
you try that. Come on.
I don't need health push. But what I do need-
Excuse me. You're only alive because of a health potion.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah,
why
but
we
now
need
you've got one
more.
again.
Well, I've got one now.
Yeah, now you've got
But
one
how
again.
about the rest
Problem
of
solved.
Mhm.
You only needed one last time.
Yeah, but what if that happens to us before we can restock it again? You know?
Sure.
So a lot of
Sure. So what are you guys doing? She
That's
stood
not
there.
good.
She's taken the 10 gold and is sort of going, was that it? Or is this not a group purchase? What do you want, Mr. Big Man?
Do you have any magical armor?
Yes, I do. I have a couple of pieces. What kind were you looking for specifically?
Anything that's better than what I have, which isn't
You're using right now. You have
cloak of protection.
You have scale mail. You have
Wait.
disadvantage on stealth rolls. We've definitely not been doing that.
Yeah, that's
That's
Fine.
definitely not a thing we've been doing. We're going to be doing that from now on if you're still wearing that after this encounter. But yes, I do have this piece, and she leads you over to a table, and
I'm just gonna lift up Bjorn and like take him with me.
I'll make you smell.
You're identifying this. You don't have a choice.
I mean, I can identify it for you, or I could just tell you what it is. This is some adamantine armor, and Michelangelo, having grown up among dwarves, looking at this armor, you can definitely see that this is very fine. And she says, "It's said that this is blessed by Queen of Chance herself. But I mean, I think it's just a really good enchantment, personally."
All right.
So, what I would hang on. What's the name again? Yes, Lufin. Let's buy Lufin. But I think it's just a very good enchantment. It's essentially you can't be. There is no weak point to it. So no matter how precise someone's strike is, there's no point of the armor that is weaker than any other part. And in meta terms, that means you can't be crit.
Oh, perfect. All right.
You don't want to ever be crit again.
Oh no, I want that. That's broken.
Okay.
Can I actually wear? Can I wear it?
Yeah,
But
it's
actually,
medium
no.
armor, so the same as
Okay.
yours. It would be so essentially it's an enchantment on top of an existing piece of armor, and I'm just looking up the armor now. So this is it's a breastplate. So your dex would be 14. Your AC would be 14 plus whatever your dex is. So your dex wouldn't change, but you would no longer have disadvantage on stealth, and you also wouldn't be able to take crit hits.
Cool. What about the? Does it raise my armor class at all?
It doesn't raise your armor class. No, it just takes away the disadvantage for stealth and makes you immune to crits.
I mean, it's still pretty.
Still pretty good.
All right.
pretty good.
Yeah. 50 gold.
Oh, no. This is at least 1,000. Yeah, so 1,312 gold.
Can I do? I want to persuade her now.
Okay, sure. What do you say?
He's been raised by dwarves. He knows the prices. Have you been raised by dwarves who made this?
No, I was raised by elves. I'm an elf. He's a
Yeah.
Goliath. That's right. Yes, half giant, giantkin, like a firbolg, but without the fur.
Yes, but I was raised by dwarfs, and I know everything about these
Oh,
materials.
well, I mean, in that case, what would you say it's worth?
100 gold.
That's still ridiculous. I think it should be 876.
I see right through you. You're just trying to swindle me out of all of my money.
All right, make a persuasion check. In fact, actually, do you want to make an intimidation check with that?
Sure.
Are you proficient in intimidation?
No. I'm not.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you use your strength for it, though.
Sure.
Pretty big and imposing. So +3 to whatever you roll.
Oh, come on. All the rolls up until now have been good. Please. Big money roll right here. It's a 3 plus 3. So that's a 6. It's pretty bad.
No. I believe the price stands at 876. That is the price of the item. Now. Something else a second ago. Now it's this.
It was something else, but now it's this. You sure?
Well, it was,
You sure about that?
1,300 and something, and now it's 876. So yes.
Help. I can't afford.
How many do you guys have from the dragons?
We got like 3,143 gold. Collectively.
I remember how much I gave you guys.
3,100.
Nice. You got some.
And Michelangelo just got 100 for himself.
Yeah, Michelangelo, I'll tell you what, make an insight check. You're pretty good at insight.
16.
This is like 550 gold at best.
Okay. How about this? Because I still think you're full of shit.
Well, that seems very
550
rude.
gold.
550 gold. Let me think.
Do you know who I am?
No, I
Do
don't.
you know
I have no idea.
Who I am?
Who are you?
Michelangelo, the Amarian sculptor. I've traveled far and wide across these lands, selling my art, and I've seen many different magical items. And I can tell you for a fact that the price of this item is way lower than you are trying to offer it to me. So, if you want to stay in good faith and be appraised by one such as myself, I suggest you lower it to its proper value.
550 gold, then.
Is that the offer?
That's
Or was
not
that her just repeating the...
No,
No.
that is the offer. 550 gold. It is a fair price. I take your point, and I stand corrected and happy to admit my error.
No. All right. Lance,
Huh?
I need to dip into the repository for some
What
money.
for? I was looking at stuff. What has happened?
The price is now
Alan.
550 gold.
Turn around to the shopkeeper and be like, Darling, I'd like one of those healing potions as well, and just put 10 gold on the table.
No, they're 50 gold.
Oh, but we just paid 10. Are you sure
Yes,
you have
but
your
now I
prices
only
written down
have
correctly?
3. So there's a supply issue, because there's very few places to get healing potions here.
This is a big city, love.
Yes, a big city where it's very difficult to get healing potions.
It's always difficult to get healing potions, and I'd rather buy them here than anywhere else, but for 50 gold, I can't really do that.
Everywhere else doesn't have a very large military encampment on the east side city.
You're saying that I could get better offers at the east side of the city because there's a military camp that has a large supply of healing potions.
Yes, they have a large supply of healing potions because they buy them all.
Do they sell them, though?
No, they use them. That's what militaries do.
You in war, then? This is interesting. I didn't know this country was at war. I've never been in a war before. Where's the fighting happening, then?
They're mostly on Larrick at the moment, I believe. The hobgoblins?
Oh, that fight. Well, that's just disappointing.
I give Michelangelo 55 platinum.
Ooh. Her eyes look at the money greedily.
Damn. Okay. Well, fuck. Well, no.
She takes the 55 platinum.
Wait.
It is yours.
Okay.
But be interesting to see how it fits. Michelangelo?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this on.
Yeah, she says, it'd be interesting to see how it fits. Because it is a normal size.
I thought it was medium.
It's medium armor, but you are a very large person. So you pick up, and you pick up. You don't know. You don't know how magic works, Lance. Let me tell the damn story.
Guy! Sorry!
So, you
Actually...
God damn it.
Sorry.
Just keep on putting me off my thread. As you begin to unbuckle the straps.
Just wanted to say something.
What?
No, we're just having a second. Silence of calm.
Ah.
Okay, I'm done. As you unbuckle this armor and you start to lengthen the straps, you lengthen the strap and it keeps lengthening and lengthening and lengthening, and you think this buckle should have come off this strap by now, but the strap is larger, and as you turn to do the other side, that side already appears to be the same length as the side that you just did. And as you sort of uncatch it and put your arm through one side and you tug on the large metal breastplate, and you sort of grab the edge and you pull it, and it stretches across almost like like you were pulling a t-shirt across or something. And it just kind of pulls into the shape that you were looking for it to be as you buckle this breastplate in place.
No.
Perfect fit. Yes. Wow, wonderful. I've never tried it with a Goliath before, but it's nice to know that the resizing enchantment aspect of the enchantment still works.
Perfect.
It's really good,
Thank
Michelangelo.
you.
Yeah, you're
Oh
welcome.
yeah, this is sick, dude. This is really nice. Like, it's all inlaid filigree, it's adamantine, like it's that kind of like off-white. It's really nice.
Looks good with your skin tone.
Oh yeah, it's a very pleasing pastel effect.
Yeah. A nice color palette you got going on. Yeah. Good choices.
So, does anyone else
Thanks.
have any purchases they're looking for? How about you, Mr. Looking at Bjorn?
I'm not really sure.
Well, I just couldn't help but notice your book there. Is that a spell book by any chance?
Yeah, it is.
Perhaps you'd like to peruse my scroll collection.
Well, what scrolls do you have?
Quite a few.
Preferably illusion, if you have any.
Well, I mean, let's have a look and see what we can find, shall we?
Bjorn's gonna learn all the illusion charms and then just gonna be fucking useless in it.
Not do any damage.
Awesome outside of it, but if you need a band, he's your one man band.
Yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
talk. One-man
Okay, so just bear with me 1 second while I pull up a bunch of spells, because she has a decent selection. But you're looking mostly for illusion? Let's see, I think that's in this drawer here. She's taken you over to a large bookcase. It's that kind of bookcase that almost looks like it should be the door for a secret room. It's got wheels on it. But she actually unlocks a lock on the side of it and pulls the bookcase apart on these wheels, and it just kind of fans out, and there's all these scrolls in tubes on the inside. Let's see, illusion. Ah, here we go. Well, I mean, Phantasmal Force is always fun. Do you know that?
No. I do.
You're cutting out there, Jamie.
I am.
You were, but you're not now,
yeah.
so try again. Because if at first you don't succeed...
What does it do?
What does it do? Oh, it's essentially you can force a creature. I mean, if you want to look up the spell, it's probably the same. But basically, you can create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of your choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube, and that includes sound, temperature, and stimuli evident to the creature. And it treats it as if it is real, and it's so convinced that it's real that it can actually take damage of it, and it takes psychic damage, but thinks it's whatever damage it should be. So if you summoned a phantasmal force that was somebody on fire, they could take 1d6 fire damage every round.
Oh, okay. I don't think I need that. What else?
Well,
How
otherwise,
do you not need that?
there's mirror image. That's pretty good. You can create multiples of yourself so that enemies might attack other people. Do you get into fights much?
What does it look like?
Yeah, only all the time.
Only all the time. Well, then I think that this would be essential for you. Most wizards I know aren't the sturdiest.
He's especially squishy.
Oh, but no wonder you wanted so many healing potions. That makes perfect sense to me now. But this is looking like it's a yes. Well, this would be about, let's say, 120 gold for this one.
What do you think, guys?
You got your own money.
I mean, I actually have mirror image. That's a move that I use. You know, the multiple Michelangelo maneuver.
Wait, you've got a duplicate. That's a different thing.
I actually have
also
the
have
spell,
the mirror
though.
image.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
have you cast
mirror
that in
image as well.
combat? I don't remember us doing that.
With the tigers, I think.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay, that was a while ago. It's up to you.
I don't
Go on.
have any knowledge on its worth, but
Basically, it means
not-
that every time
Yeah, I think I
something
will.
targets you with an attack, you roll a d20 to see whether it attacks you or whether it's one of your duplicates. And the more duplicates you have, the higher you need to roll. So the lower you need to roll. So if you have 3 duplicates up still, if you roll a 6 or higher, they don't attack you. And then when you've got 2, it's an 8 or higher, and then with 1, it's an 11 or higher. And their AC is equal to the same as is 10 plus your dex. So they're pretty cool. So that's 120 gold for that one, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. Well, sure, why not?
Yes. While you're at it, a little bit of invisibility.
okay, that one sounds cool. probably want that one.
Well, how much is that one?
That one's a little bit pricey, 150.
Both together, that's a great bargain. Thanks.
No. Be a total of 250 now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
Poor lady. I can't believe she hasn't gone bankrupt yet.
Maybe she
I
has
know,
before.
I have.
I think she just
Yeah.
overprices so many poor fuckers and then underprices.
Yeah, a bunch
The
of
ones who
Not
get
poor.
her stick.
It all averages out in the end, guys. She does okay.
Bjorn, how much money do you have on you?
I don't know.
In the
That's
equipment
bad.
section.
126 gold, not including the 100.
Well,
So 26 gold.
what, 26 gold?
What you need 26.
No,
gold
you...
as well. Or
No, he'll be left
No,
with
I
6
have
gold.
that on me.
The first spell was 120, so you'd be left with 6 gold.
Oh, right, okay. So yeah, I'll have... Yeah,
How
that's what
about...
I meant.
Like,
I
what
need to
was
look
it?
into the
200 for both, did we say, right?
I believe it was 240.
Was
Yep.
it 240?
yeah,
Guys, what did she
240.
say? Did you remember?
240. That's what she said.
Let's
I'm
say the
pretty
other
sure it was
120 come out of the fund.
Oh, what? She said
How about
240 for
that?
both, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
for both. So like 120,
Yes,
Bjorn has to
absolutely.
pay himself, and then the
Yeah,
other
would you like to-
120, the party pays.
Well, I mean, I really don't care who pays. Do you want them gift wrapped?
Nah, I think we'll just take
Yeah,
them.
why not? No, I want them gift.
Oh yeah, no, just by all means. And she takes 2 scrolls and tosses them up into the air, and ribbons just wrap around them, and they come back down. There you are.
They
Nice.
just look like Christmas crackers
Thanks.
Yeah.
See, that was-
Yeah.
Yeah, they look exactly like Christmas crackers.
now. Cool.
Cool. Any other cool, fun stuff you have lying around?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, there's a lot of. There's many items in here. I mean, look, see if anything catches your eye.
All
Are
right.
you looking for anything in particular, Shelly the player?
No, I'm just
Is there any
looking.
Is there any shields?
Anything?
There is a shield.
Any cool stuff that I
You can see
could
a
use?
shield off to the side.
Is it like do I need to do an insight check or something? Like, what do I want to investigate it.
You want to go and have a look at it? Yeah, sure. I mean, go over and roll an Arcana check.
All right.
Is there any like bits and bobs and pieces or anything that I might be useful for me?
Let me have a look. Is that? I totally know everything that's in this shop, guys.
Awesome.
There is something that would catch your eye actually. As you're walking past one of the tables, you feel a little crackle of electric static. A little spark jumps out from your hand to a ring as you walk by. Definitely
Huh.
catches your attention.
What was I gonna say? I rolled an 18, by the way.
You rolled an 18. Yeah, it's a shield that appears to have some mild abjuration enchantment on it, as best as you can tell. It's not magic you're super familiar with, but essentially you get the idea. It'll give +1 to what your shield already does.
It's a +1 shield.
+1 shield.
Wait, like +1 versus the shield I have. So like,
Yeah. So you have
yeah.
a shield, and this is a +1 shield. So it just gives you +1 AC to what a shield normally does. So instead of it being 2, it's 3.
2, 3. Okay. I mean, that's still good. in this case.
Oh, are you
How much?
interested in that one? Yes, I mean, so this was taken from the secret tunnels of Sorrows, which just lie outside the outskirts of Terskal. Yes, there's quite a lot of ruins and excavations over in that area, but yeah, this was this would be I think about 180 gold.
Michelangelo's not impressed. She looks at her and raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, it's 180 gold.
I'll think about it.
Look, this one's written down, and it does actually have a little price tag next to it.
What does this do? Hey, lady, what does this do? Excuse me. Sorry. I'm being rude. What does this do?
Oh, that's... I mean, if you could put that back down, please.
Maybe I want to buy it.
Although it should be safe since it's daytime. That's a ring of shooting stars.
Ooh.
What does it do?
What now?
Well, you can create balls of of light energy, lightning per se, I guess. And
How did you know that? Who told you?
what? No, what? I mean, I identified it when it came into my possession.
Oh, the ring! Sure, yes. The ring does. Yeah, not me. The ring. Yeah, we're talking
What?
about the same thing.
Yes.
I'm
the
not
ring.
dumb.
Well, if you say so.
I got an intelligence of 12. I'm fine.
I don't know what scale you're working to.
On a scale of 1 to 12, I'm a 12.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, in everything.
Are
What
you
does it do?
interested?
Excuse me, it shoots lightning.
Yes, it shoots lightning. Yes, yes. But, I mean, you can also cast fairy fire using it, and then you can also create shooting stars.
Just like that.
If you happen
Shooting
to have your
stars in the sky.
if you happen to have your DMG, Shelley, just to save us talking around on the meta level, 192.
I don't, but
Well,
I can look
ring
it
of
up.
shooting stars then.
All right.
It does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it does.
And she's explaining all of this, and she's starting to. Looks like she's starting to settle down. She seems quite a nervous individual.
That's how we get to lower the prices. We just make them more nervous. Brilliant.
You notice that she's gotten a lot less. She's gotten a little bit less all over the place since you told her who you were.
Okay. Man, this ring is insane. I want one.
So yes, it really does do quite an awful lot of things. Yeah, so about 15,000 gold for this one. Oh, you've all broken again. That's the worst. I thought it was being quiet. Sorry,
Hello?
guys. Yeah, it froze. I don't know why Discord's being terrible.
DC all over the place.
Yeah, so, what did I miss? Oh, you froze again. Let's try Europe. Is this working? Is this better?
Hello?
Yep.
Everyone
That's
to say
better.
something?
Hello,
Hi.
Something.
Jamie.
Let's just
That wasn't Jamie.
Jamie.
think he's
Hey.
there he is.
Ah, there he is.
Yeah,
Hey.
Lagging really hard.
I
That's a yes.
Mm-hmm. Good thing he bought his scrolls already.
How about that? Is that better?
I can hear you.
Everybody
fine.
count through 1,
2.
3. Should hear
Jamie!
really laggy. 4. I think Europe was alright. I think his
Everybody's gone.
yeah. I think his internet's just like
Okay, right.
on his side.
Well,
Lance, get the ring. Get it. It's juiced. I
so
want it.
yes, and she's telling you all about it, and see that she's been a lot less nervous since you told her who you were, and she also has become a lot less sort of all over the place since then. And so she's telling you the properties of this ring and what it does, and she goes, yeah, so all in all, it's about 15,000 gold for this one.
Oh, okay.
15,000 gold.
Yes, and honestly, that's a little bit of a discount because I'm a big fan.
Hmm. This is
I don't think I can get the price low enough that we can even afford it, guys. That's just too much.
How much gold do we have left?
15,000. Not 1,500. 15,000.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a lot.
not happening.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
not
lot. It's a lot of gold, guys. It's a big item.
I mean, it's pretty.
You've come across your first big item, you know?
Yeah. It's purple. It's not green like everything else.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
it. You definitely just found a drop that you weren't expecting to see in a low-level shop in the low-level area. So yes, 50,000 gold for this one.
15,000 is
15.
ridiculous.
When
I've
we make
seen
it-
rings like this for 5,000.
That's such a lie.
It is not. I mean, it wasn't this exact ring, but it were rings. It
That
was-
looked like it, yeah.
and had similar properties.
Rings come in all shapes and sizes. This one is very specific, very rare.
I mean, most of them fit on a finger, though. So I don't think there's that much of a difference between all the rings. So if it were 5,000, we could talk about it.
Make a persuasion check.
It's not as if I have 5,000, but you know.
Nobody does.
Mm. Like, how
That
much
is
do
a
we have left?
16.
She just looks right past you.
How much do we have left altogether?
Like 2,473.
Okay. Is there anything we could do that, like,
What do you mean? Oh, for trade?
or anything you want done that would be worth that?
Oh, how quaint! How very Amidorian of you. Well, I suppose there might be. And that's what we'll pick up next.
Hey.
Hey, that ring seems broken. Just gotta be honest. It's like, I want it. we gotta try and get it. I should have asked her
You
about
want
a diamond.
everything. Damn
Should've
it.
asked her about
Let
a
me
diamond
get
as well.
something.
No, you can have it. You can have it. I'm just saying, like, how do we get it? You know?
So, mark off the gold
I'm
that
not
you
sure
spent.
we can. Yo,
Yeah.
before I forget it, if I make somebody pay out of their own pocket, then I'm gonna do it to everybody. So we paid 550 gold for your armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much gold do you have on you?
Collectively, 263.
You have to put 120 gold back into the account, so it's fair.
So it's a rebate system?
I'm the bank, okay? It's like Monopoly.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll do some horse trading.
I didn't think about it, that when people buy for their own good, I didn't really listen because I was talking to Niels in the meantime, so I didn't realize that the 550 was the full price.
Oh, what did you think it was?
I thought it was like 550, like, I don't know, like 620 or something like that. And Michelangelo was like, I don't have that much money. Can I get the rest?
Oh,
Oh
right.
no, but that's what
Like
that's
we did
what,
with
with Bjorn. That's what I wanted to do, but then you just
Okay.
gave me the whole platinum. I was like, oh.
Well, you were like, I need 550 gold, and I was like, sure.
Well, no, I was figuring out how much else I needed, but you just gave me the platinum outright. So I was like, okay, I ain't complaining. Cool.
Yeah.
I can give you, what did you say, 100?
Let's say we did that anyway, and we're just changing the monies now. Yeah, you have to pay 120 from your own thingy thing.
All right.
Yeah, just so it's fair. Next time we think hard about the stuff that we need.
Yeah, that's fair. Good. I almost bought that shield. I would have just bought that shield as well. Then it would have just been like, oh well, now I have nothing.
I mean, you can still buy that shield if you feel like you need it.
Yeah, probably not. But a diamond would be useful, so I should have asked about that.
A diamond, yeah.
So
Make a note. Ask next time. You're still in the store. This weird little pocket with like a lawn with tables on it. The sun above you. Alright, cool. Well guys, we're gonna pick up next time. How do Mondays at 2 PM sound to people? Because apparently that's the best time for Rams now.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah, I know you are.
I mean, I can do next Monday at 2 p.m., but I cannot promise that I can do every Monday.
Yeah.
Well, let's take
At least not yet, so...
Let's take the next Monday at 2 PM while everyone's schedules continue to shuffle around, if everybody can make that. Bjorn, Jamie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, 2 PM on Monday next week, which means I have 5 days to plan the game in, 4 days to plan the game, 3 days to plan the 2 days because I have to work this weekend, 1 day in which to plan the game, which is the rest of this one. So, all right, guys. Well,
if it's anything like today,
yeah,
just
absolutely.
shopping.
Well, let's say bye to Twitch. Bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.
See you
That's
later.
Twitch.